What does the comic strip Superman and the classic books Les Miserables and The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe, written by Victor Hugo and C.S. Lewis, respectively, have in common? Well, let us dive in and see. 1939 saw the beginnings of the Superman character, created by Siegel and Schufer. The character of Superman developed over time and was featured on radio and in comic books, on TV, and of course, the cinema. What are some of Superman's characteristics? Well, no one knows his real identity except his family. As a human, he is weak, but as Superman, he has powers that are way beyond anything else. He uses those powers for justice and for moral good. In Victor Hugo's classic book, Les Miserables, the petty criminal Jean Valjean becomes a transformed person when he experiences a selfless act of love shown by a priest who shows him kindness and hospitality. The character of Javert, a law-driven policeman, relentlessly pursues the eponymous hero, hunting him down, making it his ambition to punish him. Later on in the book, the tables are turned though, and Javert is now at the mercy of Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is in a situation in which he can either take the life of Javert or spare him. Of course, he shows mercy, despite knowing that he will likely be taken away and left to rot in a dark and dingy prison cell. Javert cannot fathom how a petty criminal like Jean Valjean spared his life. And so with a crisis of conscience and torment in his soul, Javert later on, and sadly, takes his own life. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis shows how Aslan, the lion, in order to become even stronger and defeat the forces of evil, deliberately takes the place of a character called Edmund. Aslan knows that in order to satisfy justice and restore equilibrium in the world, he must offer himself to the witch as a sacrifice. And just when the forces of the witch think they have won, Aslan is miraculously brought back to life, lifting the curse on the land and the people and fulfilling the things destined to occur. So, what do all these characters have in common? The answer is, they all draw from the character of Jesus Christ. In the hero of Superman, or more to the point, to Clark Kent. Clark Kent is a mild-mannered and weak person. His identity is also closely guarded. Jesus was known to be meek and mild, and suffered in his human form. He also told the people and unclean spirits to not tell anyone of his true identity, especially when he performed with superpowers, i.e., he healed the sick and he raised the dead. Les Miserables shows us the amazing grace or undeserved kindness of God when none of us actually deserve it. It also shows us that the law is good, but only to a point, but love and mercy are far better and stronger and can overcome all things when it is the love and the grace of God. Last but not least, C.S. Lewis in his writing points to what Jesus did for us, for you and me, by sacrificing his life on the cross for sinners, so that all those believing in him will be free from sin and eternal death. And by his power, we can live forever with him in the new heavens and in the new earth. John chapter 3 verse 16 tells us, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." Well, thank you for listening to this YouTube broadcast. If you found this video informative, then please email me on my YouTube channel. I sincerely hope that if you don't do that, that you will pursue things further. Seek Jesus, and Jesus will find you. Draw near to him and God will draw near to you. It's a journey that you'll never regret.